shooting a reality show with 4 6K pros and a bunch of cowboys out west in Oklahoma. Was it the right camera choice? Stay tuned, I'll let you know. So the task at hand was you got a bunch of cowboys and four-wheelers and horses and cows at a big ranch. But these people really like to help other people. So the idea was to bring someone not from a country environment and have them experience what it was like to be on the ranch, and hopefully in the process experience some healing and some growth. So that's the basic pitch. We decided to shoot it with 4 Blackmagic cameras, and for the most part they seem to do their job well. It's not until you're really in a run and gun situation where you really find out if the gear you bought is the right gear and if it did the job or if it didn't do the job. And we were bouncing around in dusty environments, and I was wondering how the camera was going to hold up. We've got the vents in front of the camera. I was like, am I going to get a bunch of dust in here? Are they going to fail? We had some extreme temperatures. It was really cold, and then sometimes it was fairly warm. So the camera seemed to hold up pretty well. We had a lot of different varying ways that we were shooting as well. Some of the guys were using easy rigs and rigging them out that way. There was another guy that was doing a lot of just straight handheld. I know that I had set up my camera up as handheld, but I didn't like the way the balance was working with my viewfinder. And so I ended up doing a lot of a handheld rig with the monopod. And that really worked well for me. The viewfinder, I loved that I could, the rig that I've got from Tilta allowed me to set the viewfinder up sideways. So when I was riding in one of the 4-wheel drive vehicles with somebody, I was able to put my camera on the monopod, turn that viewfinder sideways, and look at what I was shooting that way. And I really enjoyed that a lot. The viewfinder was perfect. It held up great. Didn't have any problems with it. It really did its job. I know not everybody loves these cameras. I think a lot of us that purchased them really like them a lot. But I had a crew member, I won't say who it was, but it wasn't any of my camera people, who immediately within 10 minutes of meeting me talked about how unprofessional these cameras were and how bush league they were and how terrible they were. And I extended a little grace to him, and then I needed to tell him to step off, which I had to do. Because without these cameras, he wouldn't have had the gig that he had. And I think it's important to note that the gear that you shoot with is the gear you shoot with. Okay? Like, if the prerequisite was we had to have a bunch of Alexa out there, this shoot wouldn't have happened. This pilot wouldn't have been shot. But because we have dependable cameras that get a good quality look, we were able to get this shot. And hopefully the show will get picked up and we'll get to shoot a bunch more. And by the way, I would like to hear from you, your suggestions. If the show gets picked up, which I think it might, should we go up to a different camera if the show gets picked up? And if so, which one do you think we should do? Or do you think these cameras do great and we should keep them where they are and maybe just spend money on lenses and camera trucks and things like that? So I'd love to get your opinion on that. Comment. Also, you can like and subscribe too. It's right in the same area. I did a few risky camera choices. I know a lot of us have hung out of helicopters or cars or vans and all kinds of stuff. This particular deal, and I've got some video of me doing it, they strapped me to a truck and drove a bunch of horses and cowboys towards me. It wasn't that dangerous, but it was a lot of fun. So they got me strapped to a truck, and apparently they're going to drive horses and cows toward me. We'll see how that goes. Later on, we got shots of this guy firing different kinds of weapons. He got to shoot a 50 cal and some other rifles. And so of course we needed shots of the targets going ping, ping, ping. So we got close and we set up the cameras near the targets. So there are safer things I've done with my camera than what I just did. This is Dale, and I just want to say he made me do what I'm doing right now. So our cameras are out there, and we're about to shoot at them with that.
So, with one of those. So, we have a lot of faith in this guy. He acts like he knows what he's doing with guns. We'll find out.
Not me.
And then we had our professional marksman guy take shots.
Yeah, we're just gonna shoot the 200 in the head a couple times, shoot the 6-inch plate out at 3, and then we're gonna rotate out to 6, and we're gonna tag that a couple different times. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
It's a little disconcerting to have someone shooting at your camera rather than with your camera. Basically, all the gear worked. Rolled really well, did not have any problems with the cameras. Everything worked great. Overall, I think these were a great choice. And I don't regret shooting with them. I know that running and gunning is difficult. Really, the biggest struggle was lenses, because a lot of my lenses are fixed and not zoom, and then a couple lenses that I did have that were mine that were zoom, I didn't love the feel of them and how they were not easy to manipulate in a hurry. Now, one of the lenses that I was able to use was a Sigma 50-150, and I loved that lens. It worked great. I've been told it's discontinued, so good luck finding them, but I want one. So overall, I had a great time on this shoot. I hope the show gets picked up and we get to go do some more madcap zaniness. But at the end of the day, these Blackmagics were great. Most of the time, I wouldn't say that it's the first choice for shooting a reality show, but we did it. We were really happy with the product that we got. For what it's worth, great time shooting with Dale and the boys, and can't wait to go out and shoot some more. Please let me know what you think. If you've done run and gun reality show stuff with your Blackmagic, I'd like to hear about it. If you think I'm an idiot for doing it, I'd like to hear about that too. So also, if we upgrade, what would you say is the camera to upgrade from here? I'm trying to think. If I'm going to go up from here, what am I going to do? Am I going to stay in Blackmagic? Am I going to go to Airy? Am I going to go to Red? What are your thoughts? What's the next step up from here? Or do I need to bother? Should I just get some better glass and keep on trucking? So let me know what you think. As always, like and subscribe. If for nothing else, just out of pity for me. As always, like and subscribe if you like anything that we're talking about here. So thank you very much.